was up here. I'm not. No. Okay.
Got it. Got it. We're going to change the light on for everything.
How's my lighting in here?
Oh, you look great. You look great in there, Phil. I don't know, you sound good. You look good.
Here. I took a shower.
Well, that's good. You should always take a shower before the show.
You know, the funny thing is, sometimes, most of the time I do. But I always put deodorant on. I go in the bathroom, laugh. I go, well, no one's going to see me. It's just hilarious. I crack up myself going, wait, Jesus.
Oh, boy. I know, Phil. It's okay.
Well, like you haven't
We
done
still
that?
have 3 more minutes, folks. Jeffrey Blackmon first in the room tonight. High five, Jeffrey Blackmon. We're sitting here with my friend Troy Phillips from what we call Small Batch Sessions. He's also Troy Phillips Photography. They've been sharing some really amazing photographs from him recently, so he's hanging out in the room with me today doing some stuff. For now, I'm going to do some sharing. All right, you're out riding a bike. I bet you're out riding a bike, Jeffrey Blackmon. Yes, he is.
Or skateboarding.
Or skateboarding. Skateboarding is awesome. Huh?
Why is Russia attacking Ukraine?
I think it was over skateboarding in this downtown area.
What, they got not enough waves or something to surf?
They didn't want, the kids were skateboarding. They tried to stop it. That's what's going on there.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I shared it on a couple pages anyway.
95 weeks, Johnny.
Hey, Nathan Marley, what's up, buddy? Good to see you up there. This thing tells me some logs. That thing won't tell me all the time. These numbers are inaccurate on this thing. That's what they can see right now. Just the shoes are. Let's give them something else to look at. Powerful texture, folks.
Check out this clever invention, John. Chalkboard elms with a walking stick and hanging hawk, or hanging chalk for festivals. Pretty cool.
I'm not even going to play a theme song tonight. We don't have time.
Phil and Jon Zone.
There are readers right here. I might have to scratch on them. Hey, Tracy Johnson. What's up, Tracy? Good to see you out there.
What's up, Tracy?
Long time no see. This is kind of serious tonight, folks. This is a big night tonight we got going on here.
Don't give me that. I gotta go.
I know you gotta leave in a little while, but you're gonna be here for a minute. So why are you here?
I know. No rush. No hurries. It is a big night.
4 o'clock, folks. Hold on, get the button on here pushed in. We're gonna say happy Friday from Pete and Phil. Oh wait, not Pete and Phil. Hold on a second. I have too many buttons to push.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy number 95, Johnny.
Phil and Jon Zone, week 95. 95 weeks in, folks. Here we go. Start the night off because we have a big night tonight. 3 musical guests tonight. I got a guest cameraman over here on the side tonight. Phil's got a guest appearance he has to make someplace else. It's not on the Phil and Jon show. That's someplace else, which is okay. We're gonna dismiss him in a little while. He's got to go. He's got to go to recess.
Yeah, I have to go to a show doing a little art display with 6 bands tonight. That starts at right now.
6 bands starts right now. Where's it at?
It's in LaSalle County at Ninth Street Pub. Very good show with Josh Robson's running it. We got TJK, Colt, Bolt, Kenneth Kramer.
No, it's not Kenneth Kramer. It's Kenny Kramer.
Kenneth
Allen Kramer.
Yeah.
It's
and Lunatics and Charlie Otto from This Must Be the Band and other stuff. Well,
nice.
Very nice little lineup. A little cruise, so I'm looking forward to it.
That sounds like fun. I can't wait. What else you got going on?
What's that?
What else you got going on this week? You been busy? Did you get snow?
Yeah, I bet you about 6 inches here. Oh yeah, it was nice and fluffy. It's cold out. out here. How about you down south?
We got a lot of snow. It's really good, really nice snow out there. But the roads are kind of a mess, so if you travel tonight, be careful. If you're going to any of those shows that you're talking about, be safe out there on the roads.
Yeah, we're gonna take. There's no highway to get where we're going. We are going out of country. It's
I
farm
talked to,
field.
I know I didn't talk to. I listened to Todd Snyder today.
Did you?
Yeah, I did listen to him today. In preparation for the show tonight, in preparation for Cody, a Chicago Farmer, who we're going to have on here in a little bit, folks. Our good friend Chicago Farmer is going to be our first guest at
That's
about
right.
4:20, 4:15, 4:20. If he wants, whenever he wants to come on, I got to maintain all these things at the same
Yeah,
time.
Cody has played with him a few times, I do believe. Kevin Roy Kramer. That's his name.
Kevin Roy Kramer. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Kevin Roy Kramer.
Kevin Roy Kramer. So you're going to show some albums that you did. Let's just go ahead and get right into it because it's 4:02.
Okay, I got 5 albums.
Time to kill tonight. 5 albums. Maybe they can hear that, maybe they can't. I don't know. Every week we show 5 records we like based on the artwork or the week or just because they were the 5 records we pulled out of the stack. Both me and Phil love records. So I'm going to show actual records. Phil's going to show records he's painted on. I'll start off with a special record called The Midwest Side Stories. Where he likes to reiterate, hey, there's 2 sides to every story, buddy, and there's 2 sides to every town, man. The side that tells the story and the side where the story went down, brother. Let's see what he plays for tonight, because Chicago Farmer, one of our favorites, folks, out here in the world. I didn't design this album cover, but I helped him lay it out for the print people.
Hey, Cody.
Cody's a good man. Yes, he is.
Good man. Good man. Well, let's start off with a real album that just got in the mail. Oh, hey, Cody. Band we're going to see on Laura's birthday. Spoon out of Austin, Texas.
Nice.
Never
seen Spoon, but I've heard of them.
Never seen them, but they're good. Good. Big fans. Spoon.
Netta Trone checking in from Nashville. Why are you in Nashville, Netta? That's cool, man.
Hey, Netta.
We got a lot of good people checking in tonight with us, folks. Thanks for checking in, Logan, Chad Ball.
Everybody's everywhere.
All you folks. Chad Lacey. Hey, all good people coming tonight. So let's get the whole room full for Cody tonight. He's going to be in here first to talk about his new record in a few minutes, play a few songs. And we don't have a long time with each guest tonight. We have 3 guests. It's going to take a long time to get them all through the show. So, what was I saying? Oh, records. Did you show one? You showed one. Okay, so my second record is this REM record I really like called Reckoning. It's got good art on the cover, too. It's like a snake. And on the snake, it has all the titles of the songs. The song on here called South Central Rain. And you ever heard that song by REM is where he just keeps going, I'm sorry. And the story goes...
I'm sorry.
Exactly. The story goes he wrote that song backstage at the David Letterman show because they didn't have a song to play. So he wrote the South Central Rain backstage at David Letterman. And then they came out and played it. That's REM, dude. That's a great rock band, man.
Got to see him twice.
I think it's even on this album, though, now that I say it. No, it is on the album. It's on this album. But yeah.
Yeah.
REM. Anything good by REM. Good stuff.
Quick REM story. It was 81, 82 before I even knew who they were. I was into music, and I was at a basketball tournament, and my buddy goes, we got to check out this band. We're at the Milwaukee State Fair, and he goes, check out this band. They were REM.
What were saying about REM? Somebody had to say you had to check it out. REM was one of those bands that somebody had to tell you back in the day, you got to check this band out. They weren't played on the radio.
Before their first album, basically. And I'm like, this band's going to be killer. Okay, next one I have is a band I'm going to go see tonight out of Chicago, I do believe. Carter and the Boys, the Lunatics. Snoopy's always. And the festival is called Homegrown Groove in LaSalle County tonight at 9th Street Pub. And
even in the middle of February, you can have a little music festival. It's the way it works.
Yep. Good job by Josh. Lunatics tonight.
Sorry, I'm fielding messages over here from John Hartford's daughter about some artwork for the John Hartford Memorial Festival because we just got the lineup. So anyway, I don't mean to be. I'm not ignoring anybody. And Mace is trying to get me to come to a show. Everybody, it's hard. I can't get to all these shows. I really want to go to everything. My next album is this band called Leftover Salmon. The brand new Good Old Days, which, as you might remember, that song was debuted right here on the Phil and Jon Zone number 4 or 5. When Vince Herman came on, he played that song, but
yes, he did.
6 months before the album came out. So he kind of debuted that on our show. These are the brand new Good Old Days. And so hats off to our good buddy Vince out there playing with the band again. So that's what we'd like to hear.
Yeah, it's quite amazing we had Vince on our show.
They do a great version of Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden on this album.
Really? I'm a big Soundgarden guy.
Banjo just rolling. Yeah.
Okay. This is Jobs Robeson, who's playing tonight. He's organizing this festival. My little pig, Josh Ropes.
That's cool. I like Josh. He's a really good guy. He's
Yep.
one of the people when you get to meet him.
I
Yeah.
asked him to come on the show a couple weeks ago, but he was busy. It's fine.
Oh, typical. He was actually at my house just hanging out. We were laughing. He's like, I'm gonna tell Phil I'm busy.
Yeah.
All right, my next album is by a band called Leftover Salmon. You've heard of them before. This one
Yeah,
has all the
yeah.
autographs on it. Somebody gave me this album. I didn't actually get to get an autograph, but they got an autograph by the band and they sent it to me. So it's a gift. So you have good friends out there. This is a really good album. It's one of their second most recent album, third most recent album, I think, actually. Aquatic Hitchhiker. Great artwork again. Not mine,
Very
but
good.
great artwork.
I
Actually,
like that. I
people
like
ask me if I
that
do it, but it's
stuff
not-
everywhere. Salvador Dali ish.
There's a dinosaur.
Subliminal stuff. I like that. Hidden stuff like you do, Jenny.
But not Sublime so much.
No, I don't like Sublime.
All right, okay, we're cool.
I know. I'm the yeah.
Unpopularopinions.com. We'll come back to that one later.
If anybody from the bars or wherever is watching us, my buddy TJK is on stage right now. Sorry, bud. I'll see you in a few minutes. TJK.
The thing, hopefully, if they're watching him, they're not watching you right now. Ideally, they don't have their phone out at the show and they're watching
one's watching.
the show. Now, my fifth album tonight is another good, real important album in my history, musical history here. The Back and Forth Illinois album, again by Chicago Farmer. Cool artwork, little Emerald City feeling, like the Emerald City looking city off in the background with the crazy microphone scarecrow.
Yeah, I have
good
two.
song on it.
I have two of the albums that you had tonight.
All these songs, it's funny about that guy Cody. He doesn't really write a song that you go, I don't like that song. There just aren't Cody songs that you say that about. I mean, if you're a fan, I guess you're a fan.
Well,
But,
you've known Cody longer, and I've known him for a bit, and I consider him a friend. He's getting pretty famous out there. I'm surprised he's coming on our show.
So
And not busy or on tour. I'm glad. And they got a new dog.
Yeah, hopefully we're gonna get to meet the dog. I forget the dog's name.
Little white dog looks like our dogs.
Luna,
kind of.
Luna, maybe.
Yeah, it's Luna.
Luna. So we'll have to ask
Luna's
about that.
sister, Chester's sister, is Luna. Our neighbor's dog, who we get Chester.
Nice. So we got Visalia County checking in. We got Visalia, California checking in. We got Southern Illinois. We got Nashville, Tennessee. We got Arizona, Lindsay. People from all over the place tonight checking in and see what's going on with the.
This is the last one. Charlie Otto and His Gear is the band. He is in This Must Be the Band and in a lot of bands, and he does a great version of David Byrne.
Did you see the new David Byrne tour?
No.
It's getting ready to start.
And, it depends on no. Didn't he do a tour where they all wear the same suits or like gray and they were backwards? It was like
it's gonna be weird.
Like projected on the screen, something weird.
It's gonna be a weird show. It's David Byrne. It's not gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be weird.
No. Yeah.
Hey, 5 records, folks. 5 records. You get them early tonight because it's a 55th or 95th show.
95.
Yeah, 95 weeks, folks. Believe it or not, we've been doing this for 95 weeks. I didn't even go to any church services for 95 weeks in a row in my life. I can't be honest with you. I know I didn't go to school for 95 weeks in a row ever.
I mean, yeah, we should have came up with. I'm not going to have time to do the ABCs or something.
Nah,
we
we
haven't
won't have
done.
time tonight anyway. I've got this thing scheduled out. Look at this complicated schedule I have.
And when did you realize I was leaving early? This
Today.
morning?
No, I kind of knew a couple of days ago. You mentioned it when we were talking a couple of days ago.
But I didn't tell you. I thought it was Saturday. I didn't want to tell you earlier in the week, and then you go this line.
I think we talked about it last Friday a little bit, but we didn't really say if you would or wouldn't be here. But as I was planning, and all these musicians said they would do the show.
Well, here's the point. I thought it was Saturday.
Today?
No, I thought the thing I had to do today was tomorrow.
Which would make more sense if you're having an all-day festival to not do it on a Friday afternoon because...
Yeah, who would do it on a Friday, Josh? Anyway.
Well, listen, and you learn as you go, but you have to realize those times are whenever people are not
I mean,
out.
summer solstice is coming up quick. Do you get any bands?
So far, the band Summer Solstice, I'm going to have for Church NEB and Tom Johnson to separately act. We're trying
what about Salmon? Salmon? Or Schneider's?
Leftover Salmon, Tom Snyder, and the Wilco Band. We're going to get Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. We're getting Bruce Springsteen and the G Street Band. It's a
Take
cover
over the
band.
cemetery. take over the
They
cemetery.
just do 80s Joel stuff or 80s Springsteen stuff. Born in the USA and After only.
I think we were talking before the show, John, that the three guests we have on tonight all have been at your summer solstice parties throughout the years.
They've all played at my birthday party. It was not a birthday party, but it's around my birthday. We have it every year. We have a big get together. Troy's been out there. Phil's been out there. It's a really good time. Lots of good music and good friendly people. There won't be a mosh pit. There won't be any late night rave set, but we'll have a good time. We'll stay up late.
3 stages, 4 nights. Great.
3 stages. Oh, yeah, the first stage is the stage of denial.
First stage is in the shed. If it's
No,
raining.
you're right. There's a stage. There's a barn stage, and then sometimes there's a stage in the middle of the yard if people get
Yeah.
crazy. And sometimes there's a stage into the tree in the front yard. That's happened a few times when Mace was out there. Yeah, so people are having a good conversation in the comments tonight. We got people out there. I like good to see Lindsay out there and Dustin Feiger, good people to check in on us on the show.
Hey, Dustin, you get a ride?
That's what somebody just asked him. Was he trying to get a ride on Facebook earlier or something? Was that the thing? Yeah, he's a trucker. He don't usually need a ride. That guy, he usually got a ride, man. I'll tell you. Most time you see him, he's got him a nice truck, a big vehicle.
You know, when I get on Facebook, which is quite a bit, I don't go up and down. If I looking for a message or something, so I look maybe 5 things, and I just saw that recently. You got it.
I think that's good practice on Facebook. You should go there and you should share, and you should see who interacts with what you share. And then sometimes you should go to the feed, but don't go to the feed first. Go to the feed first where you see everybody's issues and problems.
Yeah.
That can be frustrating. Are you leaving?
No, I'm gonna do some. Can you put these albums in so they're not back to back and stuck? Thanks. And
That's Phil working over there.
Start over. I pulled them out like in here so they don't stick.
He is getting on there too. We're gonna have some. This is gonna be fun tonight. I'm excited. This is the John Philipalooza, folks. We have had three guests in one night, but it's usually a crazy festival that we're outside at somewhere. And we had 3 guests one night whenever the OG trio came on and they all played music.
Yeah.
So we had 3 musicians at one time that night. Tonight they'll all be individually coming on. They're not going to come on and do a duet, I don't think. I don't think we've had Jenny B on the show yet. I was trying to decide if we've had Jenny B on the show.
I do not believe we did. No, I don't think we.
So I talked to her this week, and I'm going to encourage her to come on the show and hang out with us.
I saw a picture of her. Forgot to wish her happy birthday. Hey, Jenny B. It's funny when I on Facebook, which is a bad thing, good thing.
It's been about 5 minutes.
Some days I wish someone a happy birthday, and other days I forget.
Yeah. I used to try and do those the happy birthdays every day, and it gets out of control in a little while. And
I'm sure there's a button that automatically sends it.
It's just like happy birthday.
Listen, you can cut and paste and then do the tab key and sit there and do cut paste tab.
Cut and paste, yeah, wrong. Not for me.
It's so mean though. I try to be individual. If I was going on there and trying to do and then for a while I tried to do the day after their birthday because I felt like
I could do that, but
everybody gets like 1,000 messages on their birthday. But if you go the day after your birthday and you get a message, it feels kind of good because you get all those other messages just a big flood. And the next day you're kind of overwhelmed with Facebook, and then somebody comes up and like, hey, I missed your birthday, but happy birthday. That feels kind of good. So I intentionally did that for a while, for like 6 months. But it's too hard. I can't keep up with it. I had 32 friends one day that had a birthday. And
32?
32 friends in one day. That's nothing big for me, I don't think. I got too many friends.
That is a lot. You got a lot of friends.
I just hit 4,700 friends. Look who I just mentioned her name, and look at there, it pops up on my feed. Funny how that works out. So pretty soon here, folks, we're going to have our good friend Chicago Farmer in. So right now is a good time to share this feed. Share the link above, or just hit the share button and share with your friends, share with your grandma.
What's I going to say now?
Send it to anybody who might be from Central Illinois or like music in general and might want to hear some music, because we're going to do some talking about music here pretty soon. We're going to kick this Phil guy out, and we're going to get right to the business.
No, wait a minute. I'm not leaving.
I'm
going to say hi to Cody and listen to him to play, and then I'm going to have to sign off. I'll try to do it live from the 9th Street Pub, but I'm not guaranteed. Like I said, they got a spot saved for me. It starts already, but
I asked my guest if it was okay if I smoked in here because I'm being polite, but I'm not going to do 420 when Cody comes in at 420. I feel like that'd be kind of rude.
Yeah, it would be.
Trying not to even cuss during his songs these days. He played "Working Class Hero" by John Lennon. He takes out the F-bomb. Which is cool.
I mean, Snoop Dogg even at the halftime show didn't even light it up.
He didn't light it up. I know, and it's kind of.
No, but they said he smoked right before he went on stage.
Oh, I bet $1 he
There's
smoked on the
video
whole
of
thing out
that.
there. I saw
But
a
it
Snoop
was
Dogg concert one time, and it was an interesting experience because he has 4 songs everybody knows. It's a G thing, it's Gin and Juice. There's like 4 tracks that he's really known for, 4 or 5 of his, because he's been around for a long time, but there's not a lot that's really stuck. Anyway, he played those 4 songs right away. He got everything out of the way right away, and then he started doing cover songs, and he started asking people in the audience for weed. And then people started bringing weed from the audience. And then he starts smoking everybody's weed on the stage while there's cover songs playing in the background, like I Love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett or a Prince song or whatever he's playing in the background, something people will get excited about. And he's getting weed from the audience and smoking it. And then he's making a deal with somebody in the audience to come backstage with him after the show and bring his weed because he doesn't have enough weed with him on the road. And I'm pretty sure it was all a big, a part of the show, but yeah, that was a big part of his show was smoking pot,
You've been watching too much Entertainment Tonight or something.
Don't worry, keep talking. I've got to send the link to Cody here real quick.
Okay.
You share?
Yeah, totally sure.
Share. Yeah, I want to hit it now. I got to
Well, I didn't say it.
directly into the sun down this road, all from east to west.
Okay, I sent him the meeting ID and passcode.
God, does Scooby look like Chester now?
He does look a lot like Chester. He looks like a poodle, which I'm not too happy with, but it happens.
Yeah, Chester kind of looks like a poodle, but doesn't look like a poodle. Laura likes it, Yeah.
So, how you feeling tonight about the show, about the people we're going to interview tonight? I know you're going to cut out a part of it, but this first guy.
Well, I'm kind of upset that it is, and I knew what was going on. I'm psyched to go. I got to drive an hour or more. 6 bands, go see some good people I haven't seen in a while. You would have to get all these guests on tonight. I think you did it on purpose so you can interview them without me bothering you, even though when we have guests on, you mute me. So screw you.
I have to mute you because you have the dog barking and Laura's telling you what to do or not do sometimes, and I have to curb a little bit of that stuff. I mean, like Laura's part in the show. She's Laura from Aurora. She's the one and only. But the background noise sometimes, I need to come to your house and work on your Zoom settings, I think.
Okay.
Phil, you have to have people that come in and calm the puppies.
You know what?
See?
It's true because actually,
Look at my dog. It's nice and
have,
calm. Sitting right next to me. Right, Chester? See?
Oh, yeah.
He's mellow.
Hey,
Here's
Chester,
Kimber. It's Kimber.
Kimber.
Oh, nice sunglasses.
Look at this guy, dude. You're looking sharp in the sunglasses.
Look at. Whoa. Shaven beard. Look at Mr. Cody.
Get some of your audio there, buddy. Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
Hey.
Hey, Cody.
That's our friend Cody. What's up, buddy?
Hey.
How are you, man?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Real good.
Fantastic.
Real good. Oh yeah, is that Cody bobblehead on the back of a toilet? I love that.
Oh, yeah, it is.
My Cody bobblehead's right up there on the shelf.
You already have one?
I got one from the Kyle gave me one. Kyle Stewart gave me one, buddy, because they got an extra one.
Nice.
So yep, I got one.
Hey, I worked this up for you guys. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Go for it.
I'm in the John. The Phil and Jon Zone. I'm in the John. The Phil and Jon Zone. I'm in the John. The Phil and Jon Zone. Everybody. I'm in the John. The Phil and Jon Zone. I'm in the John. Phil and Jon Zone. You get your fill in the John. In the Phil and Jon Zone. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're gonna use that. I have a feeling.
I figured after like 90 some weeks, you guys, I don't know if you guys had a theme song or not.
We've experimented with a couple options before, but that one's pretty good because it had double meaning, double entente there with the you got your fill, you're in the John. There's a lot of things. Really,
That was pretty good, but we've had better.
Who gets more royalties for having their name first?
John gets all of it.
And it gets all the royalties. The ampersand gets everything.
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was the debate.
We're not for profit.
Okay,
obviously.
first of all, royalties. What the hell is royalties?
I figured you paid more to get your name first.
We're kind of like the folk music of podcasts.
Yeah, totally.
we don't count on a whole lot coming back to us, but we really enjoy doing it, you know.
Cool. Yeah, I don't have to pay anybody from Chicago or any farmers either, so that's good. Is that Troy back there?
That's Troy. That's Troy Phillips, my buddy back there, our cameraman tonight.
What's up,
He's been
brother?
What's up, Cody?
hanging out
How
with
are
me.
you,
We've
dude?
been having some talking this afternoon, doing a little talk and videotape stuff around the studio and hanging out. And
Excellent,
We're gonna
man.
we're gonna have a little dog session. There's Scooby back there. Here's my white dog Chester, and I think you guys got a white dog.
We do. She's downstairs with her mama right now, chilling.
how's that going for you guys? Pretty good, new puppy.
It's amazing. She's the sweetest. She's a little cuddle bug. She's
Yeah.
2. She's a rescue, so she's very thankful, and she
Right
gives
on.
lots of love, lots of kisses. She's pretty chill. It's good.
Right on.
Good.
Couldn't be happier.
Sounds perfect. Yeah. And she has that. She's a real pretty dog. Real pretty dog. We've seen pictures. That's cool, man. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she cuddles. It's a weird time getting a dog during a blizzard, but it worked out.
Yeah.
Gotta cuddle
Yeah.
in a blizzard.
Yeah.
Especially a tiny white dog and a foot of snow. It can be
Well,
a fun game of
Scooby pretty much.
hide and seek there, you know.
Scooby got a haircut and took his whole coat off for this blizzard, so he's just in time for the middle of winter. Let's do this, you know. He had to have it done. He had some issues with his fur, but he's better now.
Hey Cody, I know you've been touring a lot, and you're here on the show. You got any European tours coming up, or?
I wish, man. I wish. It's hard enough to get around the States these days, but one of these days we'll head to Europe. I want to, for real.
You might not get
That'd
to
be
Eastern Europe very often, but you'll be in East Nashville every now and then. You got to watch out.
Yeah, I mean,
How was those
We
shows
do.
with Todd?
they were amazing. Opening for Todd Snyder's kind of like the best gig you can get in this line of work, and it was great. And we got to get warmed up and hang out with his crew and him, and Kimber came along and
Good
saw
people.
fam, saw old friends, met new ones. It doesn't get any better. But going from Key West to a blizzard is a little brutal, but I have no complaints. It was nice to get away.
Can't complain,
Good,
like Todd
good.
says. That's right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have an album that just came out. It's sitting
Yeah, it's a 4-song EP. It's the first thing we did with the field notes. And, after the 2020 debacle, I didn't really have any interest or wasn't too eager to get back into the studio to make a full one. But, I had these songs that I came up with in the last year or so, and decided to do something with them because that's what we do. We make music and we record and we do what we do. So we hit the studio first time with those guys, the field notes, and I dig it.
The four
It's a little bit of a different sound. There's not a whole lot of humor, but I'll get back to writing funny songs one of these days.
I think there's always been a balance of that. If it's a little girl that shouldn't be swimming in the place she's swimming at, or you've had a little drama in your music for a long time, but there's always been good humor there too, which we appreciate. I just listened to Skateboarding is Bad today. It always makes me smile. It's my choice.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always like to have like one fun, funny song in there, but in these 4, it wasn't the vibe that was happening. So,
Yeah.
gotta have a couple sad songs here and there, the dark side.
You guys, you and your band will be at John Hartford this year, and I'm looking forward to seeing
Yeah.
you there.
Yeah, we can't wait. New location,
Are you guys
same old fun.
Are you as well playing at summer camp with the field notes this year?
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. That's
Yeah, we're
good.
doing a lot of band stuff, trying to focus on the band in the summer and spring.
Right
Spring
on,
and
right on.
summer. So
I can remember you were coming to Hartford one year, and somebody encouraged you to bring a band with you. Didn't they do that one year when you were coming to Hartford? They said they'd give you a better slot if you had a band or something.
yeah, I think my solo stuff has just turned into a broken record. So I said,
no.
can you do something else?
No.
And so yeah, that first year we had Dan Andre on fiddle, and then Cody and Charlie who were my rhythm section. But I think actually
were
Cody
still
played
up.
mandolin, and Sam Payne played mandolin,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's good. It's still the same songs, well, new songs now too, but just in a completely different variety and different form. And I've been loving it. I can't get enough of it.
I go see a lot of your shows, Cody. I've been seeing your shows for many, many years, and you hear a lot of songs. You hear from time. You'll hear 'em- You might hear some of your songs every night. You might hear, you people ask me sometimes, you go to a lot of his shows, but like, haven't you heard it all already, or haven't you seen it all already? And it doesn't matter how many shows I go to. Every time I go to one of your shows, you surprise me with some story I haven't heard, or a song I've never heard you play, or haven't heard you play for 10 years. Or recently there was a story that you told that as many times as I've seen you, I've never heard it. And so that I always explain that to people, that when you go see a Cody show, you're going to see something that you've never seen before. You might see 10 things you've already seen, but you'll still enjoy them. But you're going to see something tonight you don't know what you're going to see yet.
Yeah, man, we try hard to switch it up. That's what it's all about. I don't want to see the same thing over and over. Sometimes you do, but and I think with the band, that's the whole other thing, is we can bring more things to the table and try new things as well. And so it's not one guy just spitting at you. It's 4 people coming from you and try all kinds of different instrumentation. We throw in all kinds of different inspirations and genres and everything like that. So we mix it up. And I've been in like a real big stand-up comedy kick, and it just blows my mind how like comedians, because a comedian can't come out there and sing a song that they've done, like wrote 10 years ago. It's like, it's got to be fresh, and it's got to be every single time. So I've mad respect for stand-up comedians, for their material just always being fresh and refreshed, and it's so cool. And that's inspired me to kind of also mix up my show more.
That's pretty much the ultimate open mic, and it will. If you do the joke 2 weekends in a row, it will show pretty quickly. When I was a kid, I was a huge Howie Mandel fan. He had an HBO special, so we listened to the HBO special, and we laughed. It was all inappropriate humor. We thought it was hilarious as kids. So I ran out and I bought the CD of it, which I thought was the CD of the recording of the HBO special, because it had the same titles for the jokes. But no, it was a different city doing the same jokes with people in the audience that were named the same thing. Yeah, it'd be tough to be a comedian. I couldn't imagine.
What they're doing here in Aurora is having comedians and then bands playing. Like tomorrow, the band who I'm going to see tonight is playing in Aurora is Lunatics. They have 3 comedians on, and then the rock band afterwards. So
that's cool.
You've been to the venue, Cody?
Yeah, it's great spot.
So they're having a lot of comedy before the band, if it's a solo band or just.
Yeah, it's a great fit, a great combo. I did that one time down here at the theater. Had a comedian from Kentucky perform for me, and it was really cool. It flowed nice. Did you make it out to the Pokey the Fard show last night, Phil?
No, I did not.
I think he was at the venue. He was at the venue, wasn't he?
I don't know. I got the venue 5 minutes away in the Roundhouse. I'm not sure, but the venue has shows Thursday through Sunday here. And
Pokey show's coming up at the Castle pretty soon, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was at Aurora last night, somewhere tonight, and Castle tomorrow, I think.
Okay. Yeah,
maybe he was. Yeah, it's gets quite expensive seeing all this music.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And when albums crack, this is what I do with them. I crack them more. And
I love that. I've seen that before. I love that.
It's not going anywhere. It's on our wall, or so
is that Cody's signature on there?
It's a
Cody signed that one. It looks like Cody got Cody's autograph.
Oh yeah. So when albums crack,
somewhere on my desk here, I'm sure.
I'm going to stop chit chatting and let you guys talk and let Cody play.
Cody, it's been nice knowing you all these years. You've been my friend since day one, it seems like, and I appreciate everything we do together. And you made me laugh, you made me cry, you brought me down, you got me high. Everything's all the way through, metaphorically. But so I just appreciate you doing what we do here. And if you want to play a song for us, we'd love to hear you play a song for everybody. We'll give you the stage.
Yeah, man. Sure.
Love you, Cody.
Home is where the art is. Home is where the song. It hits you the hardest when you're away from home too long. Home is where the art is. Home is where the song. It hits you the hardest when you're away from home too long. But I had made up my mind before I made this bed. Today I'm gonna try to find some words that ain't been said. I could use something new stuck inside my head. Home is where the art is. Home is where the song. It hardest when you're away from home too long. And we had made up our minds before we made this stay. Tonight we're gonna try to find some notes that ain't been played. Town to town, and nothing sounds as good as homemade. Home is where the heart is. Home is where there's song. It hits you the hardest when you're away. 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 Home is where the heart is. Home is where there's song. It hits you the hardest when you're away from home too long.
So cool, Cody. Thank you, Cody. Yeah, that is a great song. Home is where the art is.
Yeah,
Is that
man.
correct? What I was hearing there, right, bud? Yeah.
Yeah. Is that topical and timely or what?
It's perfect, buddy. It's perfect.
Am I
Right
professional or what?
now, right now, literally around here, home is where the art is. It's where it's been lately. And that's okay. You know.
Another pandemic song, what are you going to do?
They, we got songs are the best way to remember history. I always find, and if they're a good song, they'll stick around. It'll apply to life throughout the future history that we end up with. I mean, Teach Your Children Well is a great example of that. It was about what was going on at the exact time, but you can apply it to any day, any moment.
Yeah.
You know?
Out on the road, must have a code that you can live by. Something like that.
Yeah. I could hear the harmony voices coming in on the side of you there for this Crosby, Stills and Nash guys. Yeah.
Yeah, we just
So what's coming up next? What's coming up next?
We just need Leah and Pete on the harmony, and we have it down.
Well, you're going to come to summer solstice at John's place.
You know what? I think I am off. I think I do have my weekend open. I think I should come to that.
17th and 18th, whenever we work around you. If we could get
that would be a beautiful
time.
Yeah, I think I'm at Moccasin Creek on the 16th, and I have the rest of the weekend off. So
is that Moccasin Creek's that same weekend again this year, huh? 16th, 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm missing the.
I don't like missing Moccasin Creek. Oh yeah, let's see this puppers.
Hey, Luna. Wow, looks like Chester. 3 white dogs.
How do we all have the same dog right now?
Hi, Kimber.
Hi.
Hello.
How do we all have the same dog right
Happy
now?
Happy snow blizzard.
What's going on here?
Look.
Come here.
Quite fashionable. We got Chester here because we get Chester in the picture.
Look at this, 3 white dogs.
About these dogs. You copycats, I swear.
We should have them all run around in our foot of snow in the backyard. That'd be hilarious.
It'd be so cute. Yeah, it'd be so cute. Yeah, definitely. Hey, Andrew Evans is checking in, just saying hello right there. Andrew Evans from Moccasin Creek Festival. Good to see Andrew Evans. Amy Griffin checking in tonight. Awesome, Amy Griffin. Good to see you on there. Stephen Tame.
Amy Griffin?
Andy Griffin. Where's Opie?
I'm a huge fan.
She does all right. She takes care of business around here. She's been working flowers all this week. It was Valentine's Day this week, so we give our hats off to Amy this week.
And happy anniversary!
And we had an anniversary
nice.
Too. Yeah. How does that go over? Well, not too bad, right?
Speaking of Effingham, I'll be down there twice this summer. Moccasin Creek in June and Summer Sundown in September. So yeah, love Effingham. Don't sleep on Effingham. It's a good scene.
No, don't.
Is Bill Potts running one of those? Bill Potts?
He's part of both of them, actually. Yeah.
That place is really beautiful. The stage is absolutely amazing. There's a lake behind you. It's just a neat place.
Yeah, man.
One day, a long time ago, me and Cody Dekoff and Edward Anderson, we went to a wedding together at that place. Remember the three of us were at that wedding together that day?
That's right.
Bill Potts got married. None of our wives were there. We were all there. Like the part where we were, where you cry with your loved one because you're at a wedding. We were just 3 guys standing there at the back of this procession, like looking at each other, like maybe we should be a tear. It's okay. I don't know.
That's right.
Yeah. Great place. Sorry.
Hey, if anybody wants to buy the new 4-song EP, you can go to chicagofarmer.com and get like the CD and 2 stickers and a koozie. And we're hitting the road in March, going to Colorado and all over the Midwest. So hope to see y'all out there. And I'm sure in our downtime on those Fridays, we'll be tuning into the Phil and John. So
Yeah, Phil first. We appreciate that, Cody. We appreciate everything you do.
Appreciate what you do, Cody. Hopefully there's baseball season.
yeah, man. Hope so.
Don't say that. I put the link up there for chicagofarmer.com, folks. Easy to find.
Safe travels, Cody. I'm out of here.
All right. Tell Leah and Pete Jive I said what up.
I sure will. Cody, very good to see you. Thank you for being part of our show.
Right.
I'll talk to you
See
real
y'all
soon.
around.
Love you, buddy. I miss you.
Later. You too.
So he left his computer there. We're going to give it a few minutes before we bring Lee in, folks. Thanks, Cody, for coming on the show. I put the link down there below to support the artist down there, you guys. It's $20-25, something like that. You get the CD, sticker, and a koozie. It's worth it. I haven't got one Chicago Farmer CD that I couldn't listen to all the way through and didn't really enjoy. So thank you, Chicago Farmer, Cody Dekoff, for coming on the show. Hopefully I said his name right. I think it's Dekoff. I asked him that one time just to make sure, but Phil left, and he left his laptop sitting there, so I'm going to just leave it on and see if his cat and dog come in the show at some point. I guess I could put him in the waiting room. Lee is here already, folks. We're going to keep the show going tonight. We've got 3 musical guests tonight through the course of the evening. We're going to give her just a couple minutes to simmer in the waiting room there because the green room needs to be hey. Oh, hey. Hold on. I muted him again. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
I'm listening to everything. I've been listening to.
Where you
No,
been?
I'm about to shut down, and I'm gonna hook up when I get there. Even if we don't have the zone on, hook up.
All right.
I'm gonna have it. I've never been there, so I don't know. There's gonna be a bunch of bands.
Can you check your messages on your phone?
Yeah.
Do it on your phone when you're in the car. If you want to be part of the show, we'll keep you part of it.
Do it.
You're not driving. Oh, you're driving. Never mind. Not if you're driving.
Yeah, way to go, mother son of a bitch. I want to do 96, man. Yeah, this road's tricky. It's country
I want to
road.
do 96 too, so be safe tonight so we can do week 96.
I'll talk to you tonight. Good to see you, Troy. I got the album with a bicycle on it, and I'll research it, man. I'll start working on it this week. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for the hat. I'll talk to you tonight, Jen. I'll talk to you guys in a minute. Bye.
Later, buddy.
Bye.
Wow, he did good. He's getting better at the signing in and signing off thing. He's almost got it figured out after 52 weeks. It's not 52 weeks. It's 95 weeks. Oh, what did I get 52 weeks? That's a year. 95 weeks is almost 2 years. Whew. 100 weeks is coming up, folks. I looked at my calendar today, my Scramble Campbell calendar, which I keep on my desk, and it says here that the 100th show will be March 25th. Now, I don't have anything planned right away for it, but I'm going to try for all those guests I've been promising. I've been promising David Schools for a long time because he's been talking to me about it. I've been promising Andy Frasco. I've been promising Billy Strings. And we're going to try to get those guys to come in and do a show for us on March 26th. No guarantees, but we're going to play it by ear and see what happens. They've all agreed to do the show. It's just a matter of talking to managers and stuff like that. Isn't that fun? And Dave Schools says he's going to do the show. He's the bass player from Widespread Panic, if you're unfamiliar with him. Billy Strings, a new guitar kid coming up, lightning fast. Pew! Like a laser beam. And the other cat I talked about was Andy Frasco, Andy Frasco and the UN, if you've ever heard of them. But they're good friends of somebody. I did some artwork for him, and he saw it, and he dug it, and said he'd be on the show sometime. So chicagofarmer.com. And someday we'll get Todd Snyder, but we'll never get Todd Snyder because he said he wouldn't do a show like this. So I think we're just going to go ahead and bring Lee into the room. We're going to kind of preempt this evening here. My schedule, we're 5 minutes ahead of schedule, folks, but I feel like we shouldn't waste that. And actually, we're 10 minutes ahead. So we're going to bring her in. Hopefully it's not embarrassing, and her cat's not got his butt right in the camera angle here. Lee Osborne is from a small band called One Way Traffic out of St. Louis area. Hey, Leah, how are you?
Hey, buddy.
Yes. What's going on?
Pretty. Hi. How are you, man?
We're all right. I'm here with my good friend Troy Phillips. I don't know if you've met Troy before. He's a photographer. He does.
Hey,
work
Troy.
For, he has a little small group. He works with called Small Batch Sessions. They do some really great video work with music and stuff. So he's just hanging out with my buddy tonight. Troy. Yeah.
Nice.
Good to see you. So Phil had to go early because Phil has a show tonight. He had to go set up. So it's just going to be me and you, Leah, talking on the show tonight to the world.
I heard. I watched the whole show so far.
Oh, man, that's embarrassing. I was hoping nobody's watching. My mom and stuff, she watches, but I don't think anybody else does. I don't think my mom watches anymore. Since I started 420 on the show, she kind of stopped hanging out with me. But she was a little awkward, but it's okay. What's been going on, Miss Leah? What's happening with you?
Oh man, doing a lot of cooking, a lot of playing. The band is getting ready for springtime and summer. We've been in the studio the last few months, so that's been cool. But yeah, lots of downtime, but getting ready for those changing seasons. Thank God.
Yeah, we need to thaw out, not thaw out, and then start snowing again.
Yeah.
My friend Jeffrey Blackmon's listening from Visalia, California. First he said he was riding his bike. Then he said he was riding through rich neighborhoods on his bike. Now he says he's driving home. And then he said, Leah, woohoo! So my friend Jeffrey Blackmon says, weehoo. He's one of our best, he's one of our most dedicated followers from California. We met through Todd Snyder fan page. But anyway, long story short. The band One Way Traffic, you guys are basically out of St. Louis, would you call it?
Yeah, definitely. We're all from I guess Eric is from Washington, Missouri, but
the area
we call
of St. Louis.
Yeah.
Washington's basically connected, so. But that's cool. It's a great city. One of my favorite cities in America, actually, is St. Louis, Missouri. I've been to San Francisco. I've been to Phoenix. I've been to Chicago, of course. I've been to a whole bunch of places. But I've always loved St. Louis. Always had a place in my heart for it.
There's definitely something special about it.
There is. You can park pretty close to where you're going in St. Louis usually, without too much. Right? Does that not make sense? You go to
you're right.
It's a pain in the ass. Everywhere you're going to go, you're either going to get ripped off or you're going to get something stolen. But in St. Louis, it always felt like me in St. Louis. There's always some parking wherever you go to the show. I mean, I don't know. I've been lucky like that my whole life. I grew up in a place called Mississippi Nights. It was down in St. Louis. So most of my shows I saw when I was a kid were at Mississippi Nights.
I saw one show there, and I was maybe like 17, and only a couple years later they were gone.
Who was it?
Man, I don't even know. It was some like underground punk shit I was listening to for a second. I don't even know what it was. I can't even tell you.
That place was great for. And you get dragged into a show and like, come to the show, there's no seat in the car. And I saw Nirvana one night because there was a seat in the car. I didn't know who they were.
Oh my God. That's awesome.
And the little flyer, because they used to have a little flyer in the Riverfront Times, have all the bands listed that were coming up. And there was like the band before Nirvana, there was was one more band, and there was Fish.
Holy shit.
So and this is that place is a tavern, right? It was a tavern.
Oh my God.
But Fish played the same weekend as Nirvana, the same week as Nirvana at the Mississippi Nights, or month or whatever.
What was that? Like 1990 what? Like
91, I think was the year.
91?
Yeah, 91. So before neither band even Nirvana wasn't. They had probably just finished recording their video, at that point, and was getting ready to explode. I wore a Nirvana shirt back to the community college I was going to the next day, and people were kind of poking fun at it, didn't know what it was. But like literally within a week, they had one on. Yeah,
that's pretty wild. St. Louis is great, man. Pretty underrated in my opinion, but we've got it all. We've got great music. We've got great food. I mean, even the geography of Missouri in general, I think is really pretty.
It's real nice.
Yeah,
really
and there's a lot of history in St. Louis. Been driving around a lot looking at all of the architecture and stuff, and it's been just like absolutely blowing my mind. Like really going down these like side streets, you wouldn't even believe some of these houses that are built, and it's pretty cool. St. Louis is dope, is what I'm saying.
It really is. It really is. I used to do work for the Skinker de Bellerville neighborhood or whatever. I don't know if that's how you say it.
Yeah, Skinker, and I'm not even gonna pronounce that.
It's a French word, I think. Yeah. I did a bunch of posters where they had like a yearly party they threw for all the people that live in those big houses. It was like a ball and gown kind of event, fundraiser party. I used to
those houses are massive.
Haven't done that for a long time. Those places are neat. I love that area actually. That whole area around, is that Lincoln Park? Is the name, or Forest Park? Forest Park is the name of that area, right? Forest Park.
Forest Park.
And what's the best about Forest Park? You got a free art museum. You got a free zoo. You got a free science center.
And history museum.
Yeah.
History museum is free too.
So it's all free. It's all just go to St. Louis and see that stuff. One of the better zoos you're going to go to anywhere in the country, really, too. I mean, as far as I remember as a kid, we always went to St. Louis growing up. I was a Cardinal fan. I was we just went there. That's what we did, And Cardinals.
Yeah, you would have no problem coming down here for a weekend and doing pretty much all of the good stuff like music, food, and museums or parks and stuff like that. We've got it all, and the city museum too. It's that crazy freaking You know, you can like
Yeah,
walk
but
through.
you can't even explain that to somebody what that place is. Those
Yeah.
slides. Have you done
Yeah,
those
it's
slides? Oh my god.
and then you like crawl through little tunnels, and there's airplanes like in a bunch of like metal and stuff. It's crazy.
It's the biggest art experience I've ever been to as far as like art happening installation. It's incredible, and the slides are incredible. You can't express the slides. You blow your mind.
Get to the slide.
People slides, yeah. Well, I brought you on the show because you're one of my favorite musicians, Leah, and we love you and we miss you. And I've followed you through so many different acts and coming up playing this ukulele and singing songs and writing songs and now performing with One Way Traffic, which I just don't hear enough good about you guys. I've seen you enough to know I love you, but I love hearing other people get excited about my friends' bands, man. It just always Blue Ox was awesome. Seeing you guys play that.
Oh man.
That was so cool.
I was so happy that you were there. That was such a good experience. We're not going back to Blue Ox this year, but we are going back to Wisconsin because we have some. Do you know Armchair Boogie? Those boys.
Yep. They got a Boogie Down Festival or something like that. They're doing again.
Yeah, we're doing their second annual one, so we get to go back to Wisconsin, just not Blue Ox.
I love Blue Ox. It was a long way away.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Ox felt like it was very far away for me. I have a big radius I like to go into, but like Madison's about my limit, and Eau Claire was like
For sure.
that much further than Madison. But beautiful place, I couldn't believe it.
Man, it was gorgeous.
I got lost there one night. I don't do drugs or nothing like that, but like I walked off to that.
You told me that.
I walked off to that nighttime stage, and it's out in the woods, and like you just walk out there with a bunch of people laughing. It's hilarious. You turn around and come back. And their paths go in every friggin' direction. I got really lost. So, any place. We may go back this year. We haven't committed yet, but they loved us last year. We had such a good time, so I think that there'll be more opportunity for us to go back. But yeah. And you play the ukulele. I play the ukulele a little bit, but you play the hell out of the ukulele. Would you like to play? Let's smoke first. Keep talking. Tell me some more about what your next show is.
Yeah, so we do have a few shows coming up. We've got one in Waterloo tomorrow at this place called Vintage Wine Bar. Sometimes I like those littler gigs. It gives us that chance to like really open up and dive into some of these new sounds that we've been working with, which is definitely worth mentioning. You know, we started out in 2018 and we were pretty grassy, I would say. You know, we were definitely, you know, more acoustic, and we've definitely took a turn. Our drummer is now full kit. I didn't know if you knew that, but he's got a full kit now instead of playing the cajon and that little setup that he had, you know. And then we're integrating more pedals. Eric is playing the electric bass all the time now, and then we're also bringing in electric guitar too, which is freaking awesome.
You tell Eric when you see him that I love him.
Say that again.
Tell Eric when you see him that I love him.
He definitely will.
He's a good dude.
But yeah, I mean, it's we've got that show in Waterloo tomorrow, like I said, and then next week we have a show at Broadway Oyster Bar in St. Louis. I believe Friday. Yeah, Friday at 10 p.m. Those are our favorite. Those ones are so fun.
Yeah, those hometown shows are the best, man. And Waterloo, that place is really neat. That's really neat. Justin invited me out there for something a while back.
Yeah, man, they really have a good vibe out there, and
neat place altogether.
It is, and they just built like a really nice heated back patio area too.
Is that where you're probably gonna play out there?
Yeah, it's definitely outside.
Yeah, it's a neat space. Yeah, I painted out there one time when it was really cold that night, but we did play. We had blast.
Mm-hmm. I think we're actually John Griffin. I almost just said John Griffin when I'm talking about Cody. Chicago. We're playing with Chicago Farmer at John Hartford and at Moccasin Creek this year too.
Nice. Yeah. Those are both great events, man. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, and Summer Sundown if he's doing that one too.
Yep.
I'm not sure.
Summer Sundown too.
Well, there you have it.
I love putting your name on stuff, Lee. I love seeing that the one-way traffic go on things, and it always gets me inspired and excited. I can't wait. Try to get you to come play some music for us at the party this year if you have a day off or something like that. We talked about it a little bit, but we'll figure that out. long run of things. But if you'd like to strum that ukulele for us a little bit, I'd sure allow that and give you the stage for a few minutes and take your time. We're ahead of schedule, so you weren't even going to be on yet. So
I'm gonna play this song. It's not my song, but it's fairly relevant, and it's just real pretty, like, you know.
Thank you, Leah.
You're the blood inside the man, rivers flowing to and from. The mouth of the mighty ghost to the eyes of the setting sun. Heartbeats for the land and sky and things that go insane. Due time may we come to know, see these things we do not see. Oh, she walks a tightrope, and if she falls, she'll fly. I know this to be true, but if she reaches the other side, she'll climb even higher than the crescent moon. We are the dreams that walk right through, stories told and such. Wisdom gained of mirth and lost, to the pain and joy and lust. We are the lungs we breathe for dance, for trance and mystery. We are the breath and we take it in and let it go as we please. This heart's a steam engine, baby. Love is you. This heart's a steam engine, baby. Love is you. Sing our songs in the midst of pain, and we break on down the wall. And sometimes we rise above and look out across it all. Sometimes we lose the plot. For this we pray in a way that was never taught. Somehow it'll be okay. This heart's a steam engine, baby. Love is you. This heart's a steam engine, baby. Love is you. We are the blood inside the man, rivers flowing to and from. The mouth of the mighty ghost to the eyes of the setting sun.
Wow. Awesome. That's beautiful, beautiful, Leah. Now, whose song was that?
His name's Daniel Rodriguez. He was in Elephant Revival, and now he's on his own. Because that band is no more.
No, it's funny you say that because I was looking through my calendar. My scramble calendar this year actually has the painting from the last Elephant Revival show in it.
Oh, that's so cool. What? Weird timing.
Yeah, it is strange, you know. I just saw that just the day before. He sent me Scramble sends me a calendar every year from this little painting stuff.
Yeah, he writes really good songs, man, and he's got his own album out there too, all over the place on Spotify, all that stuff. Daniel Rodriguez.
We were just talking tonight. Me and Troy were about stuff that happens only for a little while in history. Because he does video production, recording. You know, I got friends that do audio recording. I'm painting. You guys are writing songs, but the stuff you don't know if it's going to last forever, if it's only going to be here for a year. You don't know, And something like the Elephant Revival is a great example because they were so good, and then all of a sudden you just didn't hear about them anymore at all, and then they weren't playing. And it doesn't matter how great you are, how big you get. It has to do with that band mechanic, huh?
Man.
I know we won't tell any personal stories, but like it does. It really deals with like the way the band grooves together, huh? And the people.
Yeah, I mean, like it's whatever kind of band you're in, it's like you're dating all 4 or 5 or 6 or 2 of them, and not even just that. Even there's just so many other dynamics too. There's 5 other, there's 4 other lives I'm talking about.
Every person goes off on a tangent in their whole world that you can't imagine.
Yeah.
Right? And then you come together as the band to play. You think about bands that have been together for 40 years. U2, for instance, 4 guys who have been together for a really long time. I'm not going to go to like the Rolling Stones or the Grateful Dead, but a band like U2, it's the same 4 guys still. You got to wonder about those road stories. I imagine Bon Jovi is doing best by now, but
it's crazy to think about, especially with something like Elephant Revival, and man, it was definitely a shock, but it's kind of crazy too because I was really into that band. I mean, I was watching their every show, all the live stuff, listening to all their stuff. Every show I would go to, I feel like I could immerse myself in what was going on, even in their lives and everything. And just to see all that kind of fall apart was insane.
Yeah, the band dynamic there again. They built this following that
mm-hmm.
kind of didn't know what to do at a certain point, and it happens. Bands disappear. Or, the worst thing for me is hearing about a band after they're done and really liking them. But it's over. It's too late to go back. You can't go back. And it's like, oh, they're so good. And you fight for that. You fight because you're like to be part of that again, but oh well. That's why we go see music now. That's why we record music now. That's why we share music. That's why we do what we do, how we do it.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, here I am sitting here singing songs that they were playing. Songs are timeless, so that's nice. Even if the band's not, at least the song is.
That happens to so many bands. Even the Beatles could be regarded in that regard, where they wrote really great songs they didn't get to play. But people still love and enjoy those songs. So yeah, it's wonderful. Music's important in history, and I love it. So you say Daniel Rodriguez was his name?
Daniel Rodriguez, yeah.
Rodriguez, cool, very cool, yeah, very cool. The person we're talking to right now, folks, is Leah Osborne. My good friend and compadre from all my adventures and whatnot, and plays with a band called One Way Traffic, which I've tagged in the pinned comment down there, where you guys can check out links to their stuff and check out how to get to see their shows and support their music for sure. So this new album, excuse me, you guys have written a lot of original music, right?
Oh yeah, we.
Album?
Man, this next album is gonna be. Really, I can't wait for it because it's going to be better in my opinion than the first album. Well, maybe not. It's just going to be different. It's going to show our progress. It's going to show that electric side and really our progress in writing too. Not to say that there weren't great songs on that first album, but you'll be able to really hear, not so much see, but you'll be able to hear the progress. And it's a lot more experimental as far as like jamming and, like I said, electric stuff. But we still do have we'll have about 4 songs on the album that are fairly, 2-steppy kind of grass-ish stuff.
Well, sure. And like, I think that bluegrass gets us together in these bands sometimes, it seems like. I've seen other bands do this too, where they form as a kind of a band around a genre. But then as they get to know each other and they actually start to explore the other genres they've enjoyed in their lifetime, then they add that to the genre. Then you get this new music that comes from that. I mean, it's not fusion, but it becomes we're basically reflecting back on this old time music that we all have found affection for, but we love all this other music that brought us up along the way. Be that jam music or blues or punk rock or whatever it is that your influences that are starting to get integrated into this bluegrass music that forward goes out. It becomes this new product, and that's what you guys are doing. You're producing a new idea of music, really, by taking that old. Does that make sense? By taking this old.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And you learn and you play off each other, and the more you play off each other, you want to try new things. You want to take it further. You want to dig deeper with it, hopefully. And that's how you know it's a good band too. I think.
That's definitely that's what's going on too, for sure. With us, I mean, you know, we've got Sam Avery. He's our lead guitar player and one of the 3 writers. And he just really, you know, during the pandemic, I think he really dove into another side of him, and he started listening to Fish more, listening to other bands in general more, and just really dove into another side of his writing and another side of his playing. And I love that started to happen, because then that gave me an opportunity to figure out these new chord progressions, figure out a new way of playing, and then that gave me more incentive to try to figure out a new style of writing. And I think that's happened with me and with Drew, since having Drew is our other our other writer too. And these new songs, not necessarily some of the ones that are coming on this new album, but we just wrote like 5 new songs that won't be on the new album. They'll be on the next album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So those songs in particular are really showing exactly what you're talking about, that like natural, these things start to come out of the writers and the bands and the players and the bands, and then all of a sudden you have this new gumbo or this new stew of genres all put together, and then all of a sudden you have a new sound. So that's kind of what's going on.
You know, even go back to early bands like the Beatles or the Grateful Dead, they came from different directions into what they produced.
Right.
You couldn't. There wasn't the Beatles before the Beatles, but they all had different tastes that became the Beatles or that became the Grateful Dead. You know, they fed different ideas. It kind of goes across. I'm just seeing all these correlations across the board for how different bands came in and had different sounds are formed that way. That's how music becomes interesting and new, I guess. Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shaking his head. Yeah. So yeah, it's really good to see. What I was gonna say something. What was your very first favorite song when you were a little kid, Lita?
Oh my goodness, man.
Maybe like Happy Birthday or Jingle Bells, but like, you know, a song that maybe early influences on us that we don't think about so much until, you know, but they're important because that's what made you think about, oh, music is a thing. It's real, you know.
I mean, for real, like some of the earliest memories for me were definitely with my dad, and a lot of those moments where I was being introduced to new music, which was typically like, at that time, it was the Beatles, Elvis, Blondie, and like Led Zeppelin. Those were like the main 4 ones that I remember when I was younger. And, you know, remembering how I could, like a lot of those like really catchy ones, like The Tide is High in particular, The Tide is High.
Go right there with Blondie. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. Those kind of songs definitely stick out in my mind. And then I'm not even gonna lie, some of the early mid 90s awful like pop techno, like do you remember that band Technotronic?
Yeah,
they put out Pump Up the Jam, Pump It Up.
Get the pump started. Yeah, that's a great song. That's still good. Oh, that's still good.
That's like one of the first CDs I ever purchased on my own, and that was like really, really, really mid 90s, early 90s.
I think there's a lot of importance in those early influences on us. You know, what starts you off into this idea of thinking about what music is and what it could become. And even if you don't do anything about it for 20 or 30 years, music has been such an important part of my life since I was a little kid. I always said mine was Blueberry Hill by Fats Domino, but last night I was listening to the Beach Boys, and man, I have these Good Vibration memories when I was a little kid, the Good Vibration song. Just like, man, that was a big deal to me when I was a little kid. And I listened to it the other night, and like the guitar parts are all weird and psychedelic, and I was like, man, that could have been so much of my influence in my whole world, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know? Psychedelic Beach Boys, basically. You know.
Yeah, I think for me too, like when I was younger, I wasn't really performing I wasn't really playing an instrument, more or less. I was just performing. And my dad for like years was a karaoke DJ. And so, you know, that's another like random influence, but that's definitely an influence. He was always singing. He was always playing, always wanted to sing with me too. You know, we'd do the parts in Love Shack. I would be the girl and he'd be the guy. And, you know what I mean? So it's like, my influences definitely came from my dad a lot. I mean, my mom was definitely in the music too, but like my dad was always singing, and
that's great.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. And then performing is always something I've always wanted to be on the stage. Always. Like from a very early age, like even in preschool, I think I did do you remember that song? I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love. I did that. I like performed a silly little dance to that when I was like 6.
I got a Right Said Fred tattoo. I'm just kidding.
No.
I don't have one. That stuff was great. Like every influence can come from every direction. It doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, that stuff touches us. I remember being in my car one time, and I was listening to a. I love you, Troy. You leaving? Okay. Listening to a Beatles song about I want to hold your hand or all you need is love or something, and I asked my parents if all songs were about love. Because I couldn't, at that time in my head, all the songs I knew were either trying to find love or you know, you had love or you lost love or like it's such an that topic goes for days, right?
Absolutely. But yeah, I definitely have a lot of pop influence too. I mean, that stands true today. You'll find me listening to Billie Eilish more than Billy Strings.
I love that. Yeah, I love Billy's both. I love both the Billies, but both their names.
I do too.
That's great. Yeah, hey, it's all music is, and then once you realize that the music's all just music, you know, and one band plays a certain kind of music, and people get stuck on it, but then I don't know. I like so many kinds of music. It's incredible, you know. And
me too.
We were playing we had a little bluegrass band that was just an old time music band, the band played string band for a while, and we opened up for a heavy metal band one night, like pretty hard metal band, you know, and their crowd was there before we got there, waiting for this metal band. And we played our hoedown folk, you know, old timey songs.
Oh my God!
They loved it. They loved it. They thought they never heard that shit before. They never, you know, they had no idea that's what they were going to see. First of all, they had no expectations, you know. So when we got there and started playing mandolins and banjos and guitars and stuff, they were just like, "What?" And their faces everywhere were bright. They were, you know, they were happy. You've never been given that opportunity before, I guess, you know.
That's fantastic.
the greatest things that can happen, you never know, are going to happen, you know. Open band, whatever, you know. Yeah, so yeah, I've got a lot of stuff coming to myself too. We got doing, you know, things are hopefully going to start kicking off here in the next month or so. We're getting ready to start. We'll hopefully be seeing each other from time to time, place to place.
I'm gonna make that happen, even if it's just me or if I can at least the solstice.
However it works, yeah, it'd be real nice to see you there. I know Donna would love that, and Amy and folks, we all love seeing you.
Oh, let me say hi to Donna too. Hopefully she's watching. Tell her I'm going to get my hats. I don't live with my mom anymore, and she sent the hats to my mom's house, but I'm going to be getting those real soon.
She understands that, yeah, for sure. She says hi for sure back. I'm sure she's hanging out tonight. I don't know if they're watching or not, but she does Facebook now, so it's
I know, that's how we've been keeping in touch.
She went to her mom's house. So she's going to get them in a couple of days.
No, it's all good. It gives me an excuse to go see my mom, Amy.
Exactly. Yeah, we all love our moms. Everybody, you chat to say hi to your mom tonight, all right? Make sure you can do that.
We did that.
Right. Yeah, well, I don't know if you'd like to play another song, Leah. If you got another one in you, I'd offer you the stage if you like. Put you on the spot and give you a few more minutes. And
I'll do one more. How do you feel about a Billie Eilish song?
I feel fine about that. Yeah.
All right, let's
Leah
do it.
Osborne, folks. Leah Osborne, my very good friend.
All right. I got to tune a little bit first. Without a warning, was waiting for it gets so boring. A lot can change in 20 seconds. A lot can happen in the dark. Life that makes you lose your bearings. Some information's not for sharing. Different names at hotel check-in. It's hard to stop it once it starts. It starts. I'm not sentimental. but there's something about the way you look tonight. Makes me wanna take your picture, make a movie with you, then we have to hide. You better lock your phone and look at me when we're alone. Won't take a lot to get you gone. I'm sorry if it's torture though. I know, it might be more of an obsession. You really make a strong impression. Nobody saw me in the lobby. Nobody saw me in your arms. I'm not sentimental, but there's something about the way you look tonight. Makes me wanna take your picture, make a movie with you, then we have to hide. You better lock your phone and look at me when we're alone. Won't take a lot to get you gone. I'm sorry if it's torture though. I know, you better lock your door and look at me a little more. We both know I'm worth waiting for. That heavy breathing on the floor. I'm yours, I'm yours. I'm not sentimental. I'm not sentimental. I'm not sentimental. I'm not sentimental. Billy!
It's good. It's good. That's the best part of this. What can happen with music? I mean, there
Right?
shouldn't be a rule about any kind of genre thing. Like, I hate the asking the band what kind of music they play is offensive to me sometimes. You know, it's because
Just
people can judge you on that, and then they make a judgment based on what they think. But if you can cross your music over a little bit, you know, pull a song like that into your music the way how you guys are playing, and make people kind of defy their beliefs a little bit, because people have an idea of what something is, but when you show them in a different format, it can change a whole person's life, man.
Yep.
Personally, I didn't really like the Grateful Dead growing up. Okay, imagine that. I didn't enjoy the Grateful Dead at all. And then Jane's Addiction played Ripple.
Holy shit.
Okay, you talk about like turning the whole world upside down on me.
Mm-hmm.
My life changed, and it's been different ever since. You know, a band brings a song from outside of a supposed circle of music, you know, and shows you it's okay. You know, it's weird.
Yeah, and it, too, for me, like, I've been talking about this a lot. It's not necessarily the notes being played. You know, it's the experience, the connection, the connection between the people on stage. I feel like that really is is a huge part of it. It's not every note, it's not every solo.
The feedback of how it feels to play those songs and how people react to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then how when a group of people have the similar consciousness of enjoyment together, I think, like if you're at a show with a lot of people and we all love the song, there's power that comes from that. There's something pretty big that comes from that.
Yeah, there's obviously something in the air too. I hate being like, oh, the energy in the air, but that's, it is.
Eastern medicine says a lot of stuff that we don't understand yet still to this day, and some of that stuff involves these connections we have with each other, with people that we aren't touching, or in the same room with, for that matter. But anyway,
right.
That could go very deep and very long. Anyway, what are we going to do? We're going to come
It's good conversation, John.
It's good. It's good to talk to you. It's very good to see you, Leah. We love you very much, and we miss you so much. And I appreciate you being part of the show with us. And Phil would have been more a part of it, but he's setting up a show in LaSalle tonight. Right now, he's driving there. He says he's going to check back in when he gets there, but I'm not counting on it, so it's okay. But he sends his love, of course, as well.
Mm-hmm. He's a good guy. I remember seeing him in Wisconsin too at Blue Ox.
he tends to be, of all the people I work with out there in the vending scene, I have a lot of good friends in that scene, but me and him have just struck it off as good buddies, through that.
Yeah.
I think time was told us we work well together over time, so let's keep that going the best we can. And that's why we do this, what we do here now. And
Love me some Leah.
Love me some
Amy's
Amy.
right there off screen. She says she loves you very much, man. We miss you guys so much. We'll see you very soon. And
Yes.
yeah, thank you again for being on. And I put your link up there for people to get to the One Way Traffic Band, and that'll get them started at least and get them hooked. And I love you, sis.
Awesome, man. Love you, dude.
Yep. We'll see you real soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right, folks. That was Leah Osborne from the One Way Traffic Band, and we are not done yet. Tonight's show has just been a cavalcade of good times and fun and friends. And I miss Phil. He couldn't be here all night because he's out there, like I said, setting up another show, doing some stuff, and he's working. Actually, he's at work, so I shouldn't really give a hard time. He was even going to be sober tonight and sell some artwork and have a really good time. So thank you, Leah Osborne, for coming on the show. Please check out the One Way Traffic Band. Anytime you see them this summer, if they come around to your area, if they travel, they won the Northwest String Summit Best Band Contest. I forgot to even mention that. That was last year, or the year before. So we appreciate that. And I'm just going to keep the ball rolling. I hope everybody's having a good time out there and enjoying themselves. We're keeping a decent viewership tonight, which is pretty exciting. And I'm going to keep it going with more music. I'm going to bring in my friend Pete. Why not? Because it's 5:17. It's almost 5:20, which means it's 4:20 in Colorado in a few minutes, So we're just going to celebrate with them tonight. Not that that's what it's all about, because it surely ain't. But, we're going to give Pete a second to get connected to sound and light. And then welcome him into the show. And he'll play some songs for us. We'll dance, and we'll have a good Friday night. And we'll send y'all off on your way in a safe, snowy evening of fun. Oh, boy, man. Rocking the mic with the pantyhose. So I'm talking.
Hey, can you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's that? Make sure you're going there good, Pete. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the show.
Oh, I'm doing good. Nice to see you.
How do you do, man?
Oh, I'm happy to be breathing here.
You guys, you got a few minutes to visit with us, don't you, before you got to take off tonight? So we appreciate you coming on the show.
Oh, thanks for having me with such a fantastic show with some great songs from everybody.
Both Cody and Leah send their love, of course, to you. They both mentioned your name, and so they knew you, I guess, apparently. So that's pretty cool.
Hey,
I said, I don't know this guy, man. He's too much. He's pretty cleaned up. And I remember a guy named Pete wasn't quite so cleaned up when I met him, but I mean, he was a clean dude, but
yeah. I'm definitely seeing a little straighter.
That's really good. You look great. And I wasn't even referring to that whole aspect of life, but I knew more about your haircut. But I guess you look great either way, man. You look like an about 19-year-old kid now.
Well,
you were pushing 40 last time I saw you. No.
Right.
How's skateboarding going? But on a side subject, can't really skateboard right now, huh?
Oh yeah, actually you can. Well, I've been doing it. I haven't slowed down this winter. But it's the thing that I was missing in my life. I was missing the exercise, and then I was missing the doing something for the fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot how important that is. I thought I got a lot of things that I do for fun, but
skateboarding is
something that you learn and you grow and you challenge yourself, and it's just you against you.
I think skateboarding is one of the most individually fun things you can do. Because ain't nobody helping you on that skateboard,
No.
Other than your friends pumping you up to go, for sure.
Yeah, it is. It is. Man, it's so cool. Well, I got really into doing it by myself, and then I was like hazy to even call friends because I was using it as such like a meditating kind of. I realized there's so many things that I could do if I just visualized it, and I'm sure when I was younger somebody told me that, but I really didn't know what that meant. And then now, man, it's a really crazy concept. Just
skateboarding takes more focus than most things because of the way that you use your balance and your I mean, you think about how many muscles are being operated whenever you're just trying to stay on the board, first of all, let alone doing tricks. It's good meditation. I agree. That's heavy meditation. I'm going to go out and start doing it as soon as it warms up.
Well, and I've been doing other exercises then, like all kinds of upper body stuff. And
see, that's smart.
Doing like squats and stuff. And the funny thing was, I wanted to do squats to get my legs a little bit more worked out before I went. And I went from doing no squats to I looked up this exercise. And at the beginning, he was just doing the regular light squat. But then I fast forwarded to the end of the video, and he's doing it with this like weight. And I was like, I'm just going to do that. That looks like the best way to do that. So I went right to the end of the video. I did like 20 or 2 sets of 10 or something, 3 sets of 10 or something. The next day, I couldn't move my leg, man.
Right. Yeah. So that's why you got to think. I want to go skateboarding real bad, but I know I'm going to have to work up to it. I've been starting a workout thing myself. A new routine that I've been doing from time to time. Here's a video clip of it real quick here. Oh, there we go. That's not what I meant to share. Hold on.
What am I looking?
This is better. Yeah, here I go. This is me earlier, and this is me with a bandana on. I had my hair when my hair was shorter.
Are you kidding me?
No, I wish, dude. Are you kidding me? I haven't done that for a long time. When I was a kid, though, I was pretty serious into breakdancing. It was probably around the time I started skateboarding. There was 2 sports in my life. It was breakdancing and skateboarding.
Wow.
Honestly, I think back, the BMX, I couldn't afford a nice BMX bike, but we got a generic skateboard from Kmart or something like a Veriflex or something like that. And me and my brothers had to share it. 3 brothers, 1 skateboard. We did it, and we lived on a rock road, so that we had to like walk 2 blocks to go skateboarding. You had to walk 2 blocks first to go skateboarding.
Dedication.
But we did it, and that's something I did until I was about 30 years old, pretty hardcore, like all the time. And then between 30 and 40, I slowed down. Between 40 and 50, I really haven't gone more than a half dozen times, and I feel bad because I'll go every couple of years, and I get the skateboard out, I stand on it, I can roll, I feel great, and it feels awesome. But we're getting old, yeah, and that's not even why I brought you here tonight, but I thought I'd just bring that up. It's basically the sports section. Yes, Scramble Campbell says sports. So this is basically the sports section of the show with my good friend Pete Jive, folks. If you're not familiar with who Pete Jive is, we'll get familiar with him because he's a singer-songwriter, one of my favorites, folks. He's written some songs that made me really think. He made me some songs that made me take a drink. He made me songs that gave a girl a wink. No, he didn't do all those things, but he writes really great music, though, folks. I look up to people who write songs from their heart, and Pete Jive has been somebody who's been doing that for a long time for me. Trying to think of how the hell I discovered you. I'm sure I just came up to you at a festival and discovered you playing somewhere, and became friends or something. Anyway, I liked you since the beginning. Your songs make me cry, they make me laugh. So,
Well,
folks,
that means a lot.
yeah, so I appreciate you being on the show. You've been on the show a few times before. We actually had a segment at the beginning of the show. It was Pete Jive tries to get his phone to work. It didn't work a few times.
Oh yeah, that we had a running segment for a little bit.
Yeah, 3 or 4 weeks in a row, there was like you come on with video, we can get the audio to work, but it was you doing like, hey, I'm smiling, and then you would go. So it was, it was very. Some people get their start that way in entertainment,
Well, I hope everybody enjoyed that because I just wanted to show you how much you meant to me. So.
Well, I know, of course. Oh my goodness, man, you mean a lot to us. I appreciate everything you do and everything you write. Like I said, I love your original music. I love the stuff that I love when you cover a song, and it's one of my favorite songs that I think nobody else likes, and then you're playing it. You do a Jackie Green song. I've been out wandering.
I love Jackie Green. The Gone Wandering.
Yeah, that's a great tune. I heard you do that one night. That's one I think of right off the bat when I was like, wow, he's playing a song that I know that's kind of an obscure tune. It's really cool. And it was one of those songs I had to listen to you sing it and realize I knew it first and be like, where do I know that from? That's a great one.
Yeah,
but
I heard Phil and Friends when Jackie Green first started playing with Phil and Friends. That was when I heard that song.
Nice. See?
I remember the moment I was in the crowd. That was one. It's funny. That was the first show I drank. First show I ever drank at. I didn't really start drinking until I turned 21.
Really?
Yeah, but I remember being at that show specifically because it was at the Charter One. Or no, it was at what's that big festival in Wisconsin?
In Milwaukee? Or is it like a...
Yeah.
I know what you're talking. It's not Milwaukee Fest, but it's like a...
You know what I'm talking about? The summer...
Yeah.
Something.
Every band you want to see plays it.
Yeah, it's like a million things. Yeah, but it was that one, and it was the first time I experienced drinking during a show, and I had to like pee within the first 3 songs, and I was like devastated and trapped in the crowd and couldn't figure out why people did that.
That's the one thing about getting a big cold beer and walking towards the stage, and the band starts playing. You've drank that cold beer, and you have to pee, and you don't want to leave because the band's playing. So how many bladders get hurt just based on that,
Totally, man.
Well, Pete's going to play some music for us in a minute, folks. They're having a hard time hearing your voice. I guess I'm louder than you, Pete, right now.
It's any better?
When he plays, he'll
that?
He'll escalate his voice when he plays. It's like when a good singer is on the stage and he goes and talks. The mic's not set up for, poetry yet. Really, it's more for singing.
Well, you make sure you let me know. Does that sound any better?
Yeah, it's going a little bigger. It was Trinity Watson. She said a little bit, so that's pretty good. We're just glad you tuned in, Trinity. Thank you for tuning in. Bob Sperber says Summerfest.
There you go. That's what it is.
Yep, Summerfest.
That was a really good show.
Yeah, definitely. So, well, you want to play a song for us tonight, Pete? You want to tell us about an album? What do you think about
Yeah, I got a few songs that I like to run by you and make sure they're ready to go because I'm just finishing recording the next album, and there's a few I'm really excited about.
Okay, well, we're radio ready. We're going straight to air, so I bet they got my approval so far.
I think this one had I'm just gonna do it like this. This one we did a demo for, but I didn't track it yet, so it's still up in the air. So if you guys or you, John, hear anything that you think should be in there, you let me know and we'll fix it together. You got that guitar okay? All right. So, man, here, I'll put this on so I can tell you about it. I had
Crank it if you want to. Crank it as high as you need to. I'll tell you if it clips.
Oh, I got it over here too. Yeah, I'll let you know. So I have one suit that I wear for every occasion that you need to wear a suit for, and I've had it for like 10 years now, and it doesn't fit me right anymore. My Becky told me that. She was nice and sweet to tell me that before we went to the last wedding that I had to get a new suit.
Was it too tight around the belly, or was it?
No, it's boxy. It just doesn't fit me right. I went out and got a suit 10 years ago and kept wearing it. But one time I put it away being sentimental like I am, and I had left. I wore it to way too many funerals, and I put it away. And as I was putting it away, I think I said out loud or something, I don't want to see it for a long time. And then my buddy recently called me recently after that and told me he's getting married. And so I thought, because I remembered how I just said that, to the suit, and yeah. And then we'll put this together for my buddy's wedding. Lately, every time the phone rings, someone's next to kin. It's good to get some good news. I look forward to your wedding. This dirty black old suit of mine never sees the sun. There's blood around the cuffs and shoes could use a shine. I know we're older, but you always were my friend. I know what we've been through, I know where it ends. We used to get lost on the highway, and every single time, talking about right now, and where we'd be tonight. Now if we don't talk for 5 months, I know where you've been. Working your ass off, gotta make a living. You used to cry on my shoulder, yeah, you always were my friend. I know what we've been through, I know where it ends. Dark sides, demons in downtime. The path is layered with landmines, and we're walking in the dark. We talk less now that we're older, but you always were my friend. I know what we've been through, I know where it ends. I know where it ends. Oh, I know where it ends.
Poet.
Yeah, man.
You're a poet, Pete. You're a poet. Poet. I love it.
I'm happy it turned out like that. So I've been enjoying. I can't see. I don't have a. Do I have a chat that I can see?
People are saying stoked. They're good. They said that's better. It was better. Yeah, you sound great.
Oh, yeah, volume's okay.
It was the 58. You got to get pretty close to them some bitches,
Damn right, man.
Or to me, remember being told that on the stage. Now you got to be almost touching that sucker.
Well, as long as the guitar's all right.
Yeah, it sounds perfect. It sounds great, Pete. It sounds wonderful. Cody was going through a telephone. Leah went through a laptop, and you're plugged in. So a little bit of clipping, but it's very rare. It's a little clip here and there, but folks, it's the Zoom sound thing is something I'll never master. I'm not. This isn't meant to be professional. This is singing into a can for our ears, and
hopefully they understand too that this is the biggest technology leap for me. I can't believe that I'm making this happen. I stood and looked at this setup and just like drank a little coffee and stared at it for a few minutes and was like, man, I'm figuring shit out. I plugged in all this stuff.
So, yeah, so you don't want to ask the peanut gallery how it sounds. Somebody says up, someone says down, someone says go this way, someone says left.
I'm just
sound is great, is what Bob's Purpose says. So that's what we're gonna stick with Bob's opinion on that one right now. Yeah.
Well,
you do sound good. We're not gonna worry about that. We did this. You're the first person I had a half-hour sound check meeting with before the show ever. I think so. That was perfect. And then you got on and you got a whole different setup.
Yeah, I got an electric hooked up too.
All right, we're ready. We brought you in we got you until you got to go, buddy.
That's a big finish, man.
Everything went off good tonight. Cody came on, Leah came on and talked to us. We got to talk to a lot of good friends tonight, and people are tuning in from Visalia, California to Chicago to Colorado to where the hell Trinity is right now to Nashville to.
Well, let me run this other one by you then.
Run on by I was standing by the train tracks and the train came by.
There was like 100-car pileup around here the other day. What? Down 39 yesterday. And that goes to show, man, the way people drive. And I'm sure y'all have picked it up the past 2 years or something. It got weirder. And I was reading this book too that said ever since the beginning of traffic in the 1800s or something, it gets worse every year. Or people get crazier.
It's never going to get better. There's not going to be less cars ever.
No.
Until there are no cars. Anyway, that's the topic for another night, folks. It's Pete Jive. Enjoy.
I'm sure like a lot of you, I drive a lot and I think about that stuff a lot. And it was a big thing for me to figure out getting Zen kind of like once I figured out how to not let anything bug me, and I'm paying total attention to driving, but don't let anything bother you. Man, that's a cool headspace to be in, and you feel really relaxed when you get there if you can pull it off. But like usually I end up cursing at some point. And I finished this one because it was after I had heard a podcast about somebody that went on a killing spree because they were driving on this road right by their house, and for months on end, I guess they had been flashing their brights at people coming over this hill to turn off their bright lights, and nobody was ever shutting them off. And he went fucking crazy about it and ended up like going on a killing spree. Specifically said to the news or whenever he got arrested, that's why he did it, because they wouldn't shut the lights off. And but yeah, I was thinking it was probably those new LED headlights. And
your poor old guy, it could have just been the hill and the way cars were coming over it.
Just the angle, man. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm stoked on this one too. So yeah, let me know what you think of this one. I'm gonna take the ears off here. Some people Hey man, I'm paranoid.
You should be paranoid, man. Your hair looks great, dude.
You know what I'm saying? You guys say take two here.
Take two, my friend. Command that crunch.
There it is. I didn't even have the guitar up. I knew something was going on. Some people drive fast, most sure late. You're out with those people love. You don't signal a break. your brides stay on long over the hill. You ride my ass like a boss man from hell. Well is the rule, the road never breaks. Let me ride shotgun so I'm out of the way. See, some people won't last, but some will have faith. And we're all with those people together in the same boat on a bottomless lake. But your brides stay on over the hill. You ride my ass like a boss man from hell. Real is the rule, the road never breaks. Let me ride shotgun so I'm out of the way. Take the corner and the curve, drift on the line. I feel like I'm gonna hit every light on the way back home for the rest of my life. Your brides stay on long over the hill. Yeah, you ride my ass like a boss man from hell. Well is the rule, the road never breaks. Let me ride shotgun so I'm out of the way. Let me ride shotgun so I'm out of the way.
I'll never listen to that song the same way again now, Pete.
Why is that?
Now I know the story, man. It's cool.
So, about that, it's really funny because I just played that the other day at the Chicago Street Pub in Joliet, which I'll be back at tomorrow in the afternoon at 2 o'clock. I was just I sang that song, and somebody came up to me and they were like, "Man, so that song that you wrote about driving, man, it's about your girlfriend, right?" Or, and I was like, "What?" And he heard the song totally like I was, like this whole song was about my girlfriend and how she wore the pants in the relationship. Man, I don't know. I thought it was cool that somebody went ahead and interpreted it a totally different way.
Hey, that's music for you. That's people writing songs, and that
Yeah.
it comes down to like how many
Every
times you listen to
line was hinting at something else, man. That was
the person
great.
that wrote the song and the person that hears the song, two different people. And unless you're there to really tell the story directly from what you're talking about, and unless some songs, like Boy Named Sue, they don't leave nothing out of the story there in the song. But when you're writing a song with poetry, I feel like and you're using creative language, we'll call it, to describe a situation. It can go. People can take that any way they want to take it, depending on how they feel that day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and that's what. Yeah. Well said there, John. Hey, you tech decking too?
I found one today. It was underneath a bunch of records and stuff. I was cleaning up.
That's like going to get the skateboard. I felt the same way. I forgot. I used to think everything cost so much money, or I guess things all go up. But still, walking into a skate shop as an adult is really cool feeling.
So you could actually buy a skateboard.
Yeah, man, anything I want. And then, so the tech decks, man. I
That's so
bought
funny.
a tech deck. I got a tech deck ramp and a tech deck over in my kitchen. So when I'm using, because I got an air fryer, man, that shutdown really did some things to me. But when my air fryer's going, making my samosas, I can do tech deck and I just and I'm getting good at it, man.
I remember going into a skateboard shop as a kid and just thinking there's no way I'll ever get a skateboard in my life.
I'll never be able to afford it.
It's like $100 back then. Anyway, money's funny how it changes over time. Hot Wheels cars are still $1. So that you can't. If a Hot Wheels car is still $1, we're doing okay. We're gonna make it. Dollar Tree costs $1.25, but.
I was gonna say too. I wanted to make sure I was really stoked about. We finally put this CD in. It's never been a CD before, so this is the first album that I ever made with Juice Digits, who would it be his birthday this past Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah, man. But it's really funny that we were such stoners that put everything off that we never printed it, and so I'm just so jacked that we started doing it. But
How do I have a copy? How do I have a copy of it?
Do you have it? Do you have a copy?
I have
of
it
with
Okay.
art.
Might just be like a CD.
That's what I mean. It's never been printed with art, you know. And like
I guess I've
actually-
seen the art online. Like whenever you play it online somewhere, the art's with it there, right?
Yeah. So what I
picture.
did? Yeah. So what I did here is we redid the art, and the back is a picture of Juice.
Nice.
So that's the cover that you know.
That's great. That's a great album. That one is. I tell you, folks.
It's like the picture of me and Juice. And
If you put this in your playlist, folks, it'll keep coming back up, and you'll want it to come back up. It's a good record. It's got some great songwriting on it. Make you feel good. Make you want to get some Green Ganja tea, even.
You want to hear that one?
I want to hear whatever you feel like playing, Pete. I talk you up a lot because I like what you write, and you've written stuff from your heart, I can tell, and that means a lot to the people who love music. So, you have the stage, my friend.
I'll do Green Ganja tea for you. Let me just make sure this sounds all right. This song's about the only girl that ever made me Green Ganja tea, and same character from Living with a Stripper. But I hadn't talked to her in a long time, and lots of times when I didn't hear from her in a long time, it usually meant maybe she went back to stripping, and that's kind of always broke my heart, you know. So that's what the first line is, man. If you never knew what that first line meant, and yeah, and then I was sitting in my car one day when I had gotten a message from her, and it was a summer day, and I went to get out of my car, or it was before I got out of the car. I looked out the window and I saw a butterfly like shoot by my window, and I was the right amount of buzzed, you know, and so I got out and I was like, that butterfly's buzzing. And so there's the first like 2 lines of the song, and then I ran inside because at that time I was writing a lot of songs, and if I got like a little idea, I knew that I could go and like deliver on it. So I ran inside and then wrote the song right away. But that's what the first line is. I got some ideas about where you've been. At long loss, I'm lonesome since way back when. Will you sit a while and pick a song or two with me? Yeah, put on a pot of that old Green Ganja tea. Yeah.
Turn the guitar up again. I think you turned the guitar down again.
We having issues again?
You just turned the guitar down again, didn't you? Or did it not come through that time?
Yeah, it wasn't coming through for some reason. It must have been.
This is the new Muscle Shoals here, so we'll go ahead and do it. Give you a take 2, I guess.
Is that all right? All right, cool. Sorry about that, everybody.
No sorries in the Phil and Jon Zone. It's not allowed.
Oh, I'll just start from the verse. I'm there. You remember what I just sang? You could hear my voice, right? I got some ideas about where you've been. At a long loss, I'm lonesome since way back when. Will you sit a while and pick a song or two with me? Yeah, put on a pot of that old Green Ganja tea. Oh, buzzing like a butterfly, day that we met, I was humming like a bee till the day that you left. My world crashed upon me, smashed me like a pancake, put a few more bruises on my knees. Oh, I got some ideas about where you've been. At long lost, I'm lonesome since way back when. Will you sit a while and pick a song or two with me? Yeah, put on a pot of that old green ganja tea. I'll wiggle with it. Oh, good luck will always find you if you're looking in the longest of climbs. My door's always open, just breathe as you walk. You will feel it in your feet. Well, the hardest of climbs, they're the hardest to teach. Oh, I got some ideas where you've been, and long lost, I'm lonesome since way back when. Will you sit a while and pick a song or two with me? Yeah, put on a pot of that old green ganja tea. I'll wiggle with it. Lord, be good to your mother, be good to your friends, be good to this world. Oh, this world is without ends. Find peace inside if only trouble you see. Put on a pot of that old green ganja tea. Find peace inside. Put on some green ganja tea. Yeah.
Yeah, that album is on my playlist for sure. It's definitely, it always comes back up. It's in my iTunes. It's in my wherever I have digitally. It's somehow it's in all my lists out there, Pete. I really appreciate that record.
Well, far out, man.
Thank you for that. I've always, there again, I'm not going to kiss your butt too much, but I do appreciate what you do and how you present it. And we all love you so much.
Love me some Pete.
Amy says she loves you too.
I love you, Pete.
Well, and I love what you do because I don't think I've rarely used anybody else's art. I don't think.
I've been lucky to have you as a buddy. Like I said, there again, everybody on the show tonight, not all my musician friends, they played at my birthday thing or whatever, my solstice party, and they've all used my artwork over the years. Well, that's what they called it earlier. It was Pete. It was Phil's fault. Been my friends throughout the years, but we've done artwork together through the years. All you guys too. It's fun. I've drawn pictures of Pete throughout the time, and probably about due for something new, I imagine. But
I'd love that, man. I actually have this is the first time I'm going to say anything. I have a lot of new merch coming, and I'm happy about that because I never have a bunch of things at once. If you notice behind me, I'm really excited. I have all 3 CDs printed at once right now. That's never happened in the 12 years I've been doing this. It's always one at a time or something, but I've never had anything all ready to go. So I'm just stoked and firing on all cylinders here.
you can get another shirt going probably pretty soon if you haven't got one going yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna have up
Got a couple of recent stuff.
Pre-sale. I'll have some stuff at the shows coming up soon, but I'm gonna have a big pre-sale store that's gonna open up I think next week. And
Nice.
I have a lot of t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, all kinds of shit. All I see are roses. We got some cool stuff with that.
Excellent. Good. Just talking about that tonight with Troy. We do an artwork for musicians, and hopefully they get to use it, and it gets to go places with them and help them on the road, and help them do what they got to do to get there.
Yeah, man.
I'm lucky. I do art, but I've been lucky. A lot of musicians have embraced what I do and brought me into what they, be maybe part of their worlds. And so a lot of the way we do this show and all these musicians that come on the show, it all comes from my artwork and drawing and my love for music, and those two things mixed together. Basically, you guys give me your art and I give you back some of mine.
Yeah, I'm glad that the way it all comes together like that.
I apologize if you saw me singing songs and stuff. They're not always so good, but I'm doing art. I do a lot of pretty pictures.
I think you got a great singer. You see, it's all about singing from the heart,
True, that's true. It is.
You got time? I'm gonna run another one by you here. I think I got.
Yeah, nobody's complaining. Make sure you turn the guitar up. You did.
That sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, this was about my dad showing me records when I was young, and he used to make me sit down after dinner, and the big corduroy couch. My man, they had that couch for forever. My uncle proposed to my aunt on that couch. I was so pissed off when they sold it. I think I had a. It was when I was hazy and stuff, and I didn't totally communicate to them how much I wanted the couch. You know, I would have went over and gotten it. I know somebody with a pickup truck, you know. But yeah, so he used to sit on this couch and he'd let me pick out a record, and I'd have to listen to both sides of it. And a lot of Elvis in there too. I forgot just any Elvis you could think of. But Jethro Tull for my mom and Jim Croce and Beach Boys and stuff. So my dad had a 75th birthday recently, last year, and I put this together to try to surprise him with a memory that he didn't think that I remembered because I was so young, and it was pretty cool because I got him, you know. You'd sit me down on the left side of the sofa. I get corduroy grooves in my arms from leaning toward a record, spinning feelings. You'd sit in that black chair, watch it all. Stay until the second side is over. Time goes faster than a race car down a track. Help your mother clear the table. Pump your brakes when you live too fast. See, I'd stay right there on the left side of the sofa till you let me turn the records when I was tall. It's alright, Mom, I'm only bleeding. I got a name in those Beach Boys surfing songs. Stay until the second side is over. Time goes faster than a race car down a track. Help your mother clear the table. Pump your brakes when you live too fast. Hey son, tomorrow after dinner, would you play catch with your old man? If the sun's still out after dinner, I'd love to play catch with you, Dad. Stay until the second side is over. Time goes faster than a race car down a track. Help your mother clear the table. Pump your brakes when you live too fast. Come on outside when you are able. Pump your brakes when you live too fast.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. See, I don't mind not knowing some records, your old man. That's great stuff right there.
I missed what you said. It glibbered.
Yeah, it sounds great. It's a beautiful
Oh.
song, man.
Good. I'm glad, man.
Earlier, somebody said the word connection, and it broke up when they were saying the word connection. I thought that was ironic.
Was that what they meant? The connection.
Said the
was
word. They
messed
said
up?
the word connection, but it was like,
Oh, weird.
irony. There we go. More ironic than a Alanis Morissette album, for sure. But no. So what do you got coming up? Are you doing anything else with JDR these days?
That's funny you said that.
I was wondering.
Yeah. It's been a weird in between. I've been writing a lot with JDR, but the full band hadn't really put anything together. But I just had a talk this afternoon, and we're gonna be starting rehearsals again because we recorded right. Man, it was like right after the shutdown when everybody started doing stuff. We had written 2 songs that we went and recorded right away. We put one out for wintertime. The Christmas in Reno. I really like that song. So that was the newest thing. We just put that out for this past Christmas. But we have another tune that I'm really excited about that's going to come out maybe in May. So,
Cool.
yeah, I'm stoked on
Awesome.
that, man.
That's good. Yeah, JDR on the broadcast is another group that Pete plays with from time to time, folks. Catch Pete live on a stage at a festival, a shoe festival, or at any kind of festival you can get if Pete's on the list. One of the best things that you had a really good set this year at Shoe Fest out there in that field. That was so nice.
I had a lot of fun at that.
Oh, that felt so good. That was such a nice afternoon. The weather was just perfect. It was warm but awesome, and everybody was singing along. That felt really good, Pete. That was good stuff.
Yeah, and I ran into the right people, and I got a lot of different. I got the good audio and the good footage from it. So I was gonna put on the YouTube channel. I was gonna put up some edited fancy videos from that coming up
Nice,
soon.
very nice.
So look out for that. You could I'll put the link or something.
They got PeteDrive.com right now, which gets them to the direct to the base of you. They people that are watching, a lot of them can find you here. Pete Jive, you just look him up. He's a good dude. Check out his music on a lot of platforms. Look at him on YouTube. There's another dude on YouTube named Pete Jive. Got real long dreadlocks and sings songs from his bedroom. He's got different tapestries. Great dude too, though. Follow him as well. Yeah.
How's that sound, man?
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Got some rock and roll, man. So I'm really excited about this. I haven't played electric guitar in over 10 years. I had sold my electric guitars for rent money.
Sure.
But then JDR came along, and was this the right time, man? And I started playing electric guitar again. And because you said JDR, I'm gonna sing my favorite JDR song to sing. I make them play this at rehearsal every time. It's the most simple tune. We got it down. They don't need to rehearse it. They get irritated, and I force them every time. And then now I started putting it in my set so that I don't have to really complain. So I'm gonna try it for you. I'm gonna take another sip here.
If you're just tuning in, folks, this is our good buddy Pete Jive, and he's a good friend to all of us. And follow him on everything you can follow him on, and listen to some music, have a cool drink, and enjoy your ears. Enjoy this, folks. Thanks, Pete, for being part of the show. Let's play this one out, and we'll have a few final words before we go. Okay.
Jokes on a Tuesday with the working week in front of me. Little conversation, I was sick of the damn TV. Older we get, the more roads are closed, stuck in traffic trying to find out how the hell to get back home. Boss too baby looking for a heart to steal. Break up the day, maybe something I feel. Love of your life, well that was just time and a place. Paradise by the dashboard light just faded away. Everything in time. Bet you were wild, wild, wild when you were young, young, young. Bet you were wild, wild, wild when you were young, young, young. Bet you were wild, wild, wild when you were young. See, I pass and we just talk long way. Paris, France, Italian wine, why'd I stay? I couldn't take Johnny Damon, New York pinstripes. Don't say a word, you know I've been here before. Every road that I take, said it out that door, Bet you were wild, wild, wild when you were young, young, young. Bet you were wild, wild, wild when you were young, young, young. Bet you were wild, 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 wild when you were young. Yeah, that's right. When you were young. Goddamn, well, I declare, have you seen the light? Their walls are built of cannonball. Their motto is don't tread on me. Here on the by the river. talk about here beside the rising tide.
I bet you were wild, wild, wild when you were young, young, young. I know you were. I was there.
You were there, man.
Yeah, man. Good to have you on the show, Pete. Really appreciate you being part of what we do here, man.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for listening, man. I had a great time.
It's good to see you. And this window is always open if you need to talk or Jetson. Well, talk like we're Jetsons, you know what they do, right?
I look forward to it.
Yeah, more to come for sure, man. Thank you for being on the show, and you guys have a good evening. All you have to do this evening, and I thank you again, Pete. I appreciate it, man. Love you, buddy.
Thanks for having me. I hope everybody take care. See you soon, man.
Yep. Thanks, world, for being part of the Ville and Jon Zone. Thanks for checking out what we do here and being part of what we're trying to portray as fun. And we'll see y'all next week when we do. I can't wait. I can't play that, though. Shit.